random draft from Cupertino versus something that Swagner actually picked. So let's introduce our teams once again. It's going to be Effie playing the Shadow Shaman. Toast handling the Queen of Pain. Lacuna has the Nyx Assassin. Sane's going to be playing the Oracle, and it looks like he's going more of a carry role with that one. And Ark will be handling the Bristleback. Now on the dire side for Susan E. Wagner, otherwise known as Swagner, it's going to be Nevlin playing a Slardar. We've got Rubik handled by MVP Latchkey playing the Skywrath Mage, trying to combo up with the Faceless Void quite a bit. Meepo LD main playing the Windranger this time around. And then finally, it's going to be Terraria God playing Faceless Void. So again, the aggressive smoke in from Cupertino, Lacuna, and DT Toast ready to go in there. Effie's there as well, Sane. Alright, they're going to try to put out some damage. I'm guessing that's going to be a mid lane Oracle, actually, with the start that he's got. And Lacuna's going to find Terraria God there. He'll go for the Time Walk, but he's not going to be able to get it off. Stunned for a while by the Shadow Shaman, but he does get a lot of that health back and also healed up a little bit more thanks to the Oracle. So they could not stun him for long enough there. And the Faceless Void gets back into the lane safe and sound. Just a little bit of damage taken there. And Cupertino should be able to secure themselves a rune. Secure themselves 3 runes again. So Sane goes over to mid. Again with an interesting lineup from Cupertino. Yeah, Sane's actually going to be playing the mid lane Oracle here. Queen of Pain trying to harass around the map. She's got the first level into Dagger, just trying to throw out as many of those as she can, I guess. And we'll see how well Oracle's able to do against the Windranger. Should be actually pretty fine. Getting a couple of last hits here. And the Observer Ward allowing the supports of Cupertino to rotate around that top lane and see what they can do here. Terraria got a little bit far forward here, but already they're going to be catching out the Skywrath Mage over in the jungle. Slowed down a lot by the Dagger. Do they actually have the damage for this, though? He's going to be hit quite a bit here, and he does have some tangos to try to reach, and they'll actually get the Courier instead. And Latchkey very, very low. That last tick of the Dagger is not going to end up killing him, but now Ruby's going to be stepping up here as well, and Toast can come up with some damage. Dagger's going to be there once again, and MVP taking a lot of damage here. Shadow Shaman will get thrown back a little bit, take some damage from the tower, but Toast wants to go back in as well. He's going to take some damage from the tower. The creep wave will be there as well, and I think that Cupertino is going to find a couple of deaths here, but at least Toast is able to find the first blood on the MVP, even though Latchkey gets a double kill off of that. Interesting positioning, I guess. Really wanted to get that first blood. Lacuna not helping at all because he's got better things to do as a Nyx Assassin. I'm sure that's great. To be fair, I really do like tri-lane setups from teams in the current patch. It shuts down the safe laner quite a bit, and already more aggression going out on the Windranger. No more mana on the mid lane, and the Courier is dead, so she doesn't really have a chance to get any more unless she goes to a shrine. Ward placed down behind the tower and meets that. Yeah, easy kill. Toast is actually going to stand in the tower for a very long time and doesn't quite die to it yet, but Rubik's here will take one hit from him to kill off the Queen of Pain, and does he get it? He's actually going to get stunned out of it. Effie getting himself away from it as well. Buff did put to the high ground. Latchkey chasing him down. I still think that the Shadow Shaman is going to be fine. There is a shard on the high ground in case he needs to use it. Okay, Crush missed in the bottom lane. Nevlin doesn't manage to do too much with that at all. And a couple of bashes in the top lane. Lacuna's taking some pretty good damage from the Void. Skywrath also here to help out on the mid lane, make sure that the Windranger doesn't take too much damage from the Oracle, who has one of the best auto attack animations in the game. Can probably screw with the Windranger a little bit more here by taking a level into the Fate's Edict. Would definitely make it a lot more annoying for her in lane. I've played my fair share of Oracle mid, I guess. I used to play that against Shadow Fiend. Interesting matchup for sure. And the rotation goes once again over towards top. Cupertino taking a couple of advantages here. They'll stand in the rune spot, but it's 40 seconds until that one spawns up again. MVP making his way over towards top, and Queen of Pain is going to blink into the middle of the lane. Faceless Void doesn't have the time walk available anymore, and Toast is going to get slowed down a little bit. Effie looking for this stun, but he's not quite in range for it. Instead, he's going to find the Skywrath Mage. Impale available. This guy is quite squishy, and he will be the one to take the fall there. Lacuna underneath the tower, and Toast is taking a lot of damage from Rubik. Rubik probably can't find the kill here, but eventually he does. And now Terrari, he's actually gone forward with the time off for that one. One more hit will do it. Lacuna going deep, but it's not going to happen. Meanwhile, Sane killing the Wind Ranger at the mid lane, and Skywrath wants to get back into the fight as well. Trying to put some damage out onto Effie. Effie getting away. The dagger will come through, and now Effie starts to turn around with some damage. Latchkey trying to get out, but it's probably not going to happen. He'll probably fall to the Queen of Pain dagger. And now MVP a little bit far in. They're going too deep against Cupertino, and again, they just don't have the ability to find these kills. Lift goes out, but it doesn't mean anything except for securing the kill for the Wind Ranger, who is now going to get dived on by Toast. Toast going underneath the tower, and it's just going to take another power shot to kill Toast here. Maybe a couple of hits from... Oh no. The Wind Ranger doesn't get the damage that she needs. Now more mana coming in. Lacuna has the... Okay. TP canceled. This is all seeming very worth it for Cupertino. They're absolutely wrecking this top lane. And they're forcing Swagner to commit a lot here in order to try to salvage it a little bit, but it's just not really going well at all. This is really an aggressive tri-lane that is putting in a lot of work for Cupertino, and they'll go over and pop a shrine for themselves. Interesting match so far. Of course, the match is probably going to be interesting when we have a bunch of randoms and no bans from one team. Here comes the rotation once again over towards the mid, and the Wind Ranger didn't really have any idea about it at all. Did not allow the Shadow Shaman to get in range for any of his disables before the Wind Ranger got out. And he'll actually find the Rubik over to the side. Power shot comes through, and the lift will stun up the Queen of Pain. Can she get out? She'll be able to blink away, while Sane comes through with a little bit of damage. Gets a Purifying Flames up to the high ground. Now MVP in a lot of trouble as well. That could be a double kill, looking for a little bit more. Latchkey in some trouble. He's going to take a Purifying Flames again. As long as he can get in range, he does. Triple kill for Sane on the mid lane. Getting insane in the membrane. Getting all that item efficiency. Looks like he's BMing a little bit. Maybe he should stop. Well, in any case, I'm sure that the appropriate people are going to take care of that if there's anything to be done. But I guess he's got to celebrate a little bit for getting a triple kill on the Oracle. And, well, he's going to pop the Illusion Rune. Rubik picks up one of those, drops him down, does some damage to it. Wants to get some farm going here. And Sane actually goes up to the high ground. Huge damage over on the MVP. A little bit of cooldown left on the Purifying Flames. Doesn't end up needing it. Now Sane is going to get caught out. Uses a False Promise on himself. Weird that he would make himself a false promise, and he does actually end up killing off the Wind Ranger. Staying alive here as well. Could try to turn it around. Latchkey, okay. Well... Oracle getting a few more kills in the mid lane. It can be definitely a little bit broken once you get this hero going, give him a few levels. It's one of the reasons why he is excessively strong on the mid lane. Wind Ranger gets backward to mid, puts up a power shot, but it's not even close to being able to kill the Oracle there. Kuna wants to go in behind the tower, but they've been thoroughly scoured out here. And the smoke is going to get used as well. Latchkey stepped up, and the smoke is going to get broken a little bit. Dire don't really have too much vision of this one. MVP stepping up, but they're actually going to find the Faceless Void instead. He actually gets the time walk off before Nyx Assassin can hit the Impale. I know sometimes you want to be really cautious with that. Impale comes through, hits only onto the Rubik, but they have more than enough burst damage to kill that off. Now the Spider with the rotation kills off the Shadow Shaman, and Toast could be in some trouble as well. Wants to deny himself. It's not going to happen though. Nephilim gets the double, and Lacuna has to get away at this point. Wind Ranger trying to help as much as possible, trying to get the angle that she needs in order to get the good shackle shot, but Lacuna just decides to go into the trees, and it looks like he's juked around this. They're not going to go after him any longer. Effie is going to move over towards the top lane, and he'll get Chronosphered for it, and will probably end up dying as a result. Cannot really do so much there in that situation. But now Sane, oh no, he's got Veil of Discord so early as well. And the Wind Ranger doesn't even manage to use, well, her Wind Rune was down, so that's why she didn't use it. Sane keeps doing so much, 8-0-2 so far. Nyx Assassin also there possibly to kill off MVP. Corrosive Haze doing some damage there. Nevlem, alright, will get hit by the Impale. Is the damage there? Nearly, but Nevlem stays alive for now. And we'll get silenced by this Skywrath Mage. Can Nevlem get another crush off? He will. False Promise used immediately by Sane though, and he's got to be very careful. Goes for the Purifying Flames, finishes off the Slider. Now Sane has to be super careful by the Purifying Flames, and he uses a nice Feats Edict on himself to keep himself alive from a lot of the magic damage that was going on. Thrown to the high ground is going to stun Effie. Sane wants to keep going though. Stunned up on the high ground, or rather rooted there for a couple seconds. Insane. He's going to keep going with the damage. 1 second left until the Fortune's End, and he nearly manages to get it. Just needs a little bit of... yep, he'll get it actually with the Rubik stepping back up. Crush available onto Effie if they need it, and he's actually going to go underneath the tower, so he's probably dead. Yep, easy power shoot down with the Oracle getting out. This game is just so crazy at this point. Bristleback, he can probably help out a little bit here. He's got enough gold for the Vanguard, and looking at Swagner, they are just being pulled all over the map right now. And if we look at that net worth, Oracle is so far ahead at this point. Queen of Pain getting killed at bottom. Here comes Arc, and he'll take a lot of damage from it. He's just not really tanky enough at this point. Does have the Vanguard, but no help from his team. And 5 members, easy kill for Swagner. So Lacuna, he's going to step up a little bit here. He could just go right for the Sword Art. Has to make sure that he does everything very fast though, because if he gets silenced or anything, could mean the death of him. We'll get the Impale out, and Queen of Pain is here to clean up the Rubik. Too far up in the bottom lane. Sane is hanging out at mid. Look at the Chronosphere on himself. Very unlikely that he survives after that False Promise. He'll try to get back to base, but he pops a little bit too quickly after that. Not really a match for the double damage Wind Ranger and Chronosphere at all there. So we still have Cupertino trying to get some towers down. Still not an ultimate on Shadow Shaman. And so it's going to be a little bit difficult to kill him at this point. Maybe just wants to sit in a lane by himself to get the levels. Lacuna steps up in the mid lane. Has to be careful of the damage that's coming through. And Nevlem, he'll throw out the Corrosive Haze out onto the Queen of Pain. Throws out the Sonic Wave for himself. And, well, Sane continues to do his damage here. Throwing out a lot of Purifying Flames and doing quite a bit at mid. Swagner will go up to the high ground and pop that shrine so they can possibly fight off this aggression on the mid lane. Effie's still here. Does have the snakes this time around. And a nice spike carapace by Lacuna is going to make the Wind Ranger wish that he had never used that power shot. All of Swagner are here. No Chronosphere is there. Arc steps up in the lane, and Nevlem wants to come in, but he's got to be very careful. There's some huge damage that can come through from Cupertino. So Cupertino, they keep hanging out on the mid lane. And they should probably be able to take this tower. They've got a lot of work for them here. Arc is still zoning out the rest of Swagner. And the Shotgun Shot does hit out on the 2. Can Swagner do anything after this one though? Beautiful crushes from the Slardar. And Queen of Pain has been silenced, trying to get away. False Promise used on the Sane. He wants to keep that damage going. Trier God chasing down Lacuna here. And Oracle gets healed up on the high ground. He wants to go for a little bit more, but the vision isn't the best for his team. Not seeing a whole lot, as it's just a 1-for-1 at this point. The tower about to go down does. And now Arc wants to get a little bit more aggressive. Sane is going to see a few heroes here. They haven't really backed up too much at all. And with the arcane boots getting used, it might be time to go a little bit further on this lane. Even though the health is pretty low for Toast, you get helped out a little bit. So they'll keep going on mid. They still have the Serpent Wards available. And Chronosphere is now up for the Void, so it might be a little bit tough to go onto this. Arc, pretty tanky with the Hooded Defiance and the Vanguard. Crush not used just yet. And Swagner know that Cupertino are just waiting on the high ground for someone to engage. MVP steps up though. Looks like he doesn't care at all. And Impale goes out onto the Spider on the backside of this one. Huge damage from the Oracle. Looking for the Chronosphere. Hits it on the 2. As the Spider is still staying alive, but Oracle nearly killed off. Is it going to be enough damage to kill him? Nearly, and he gets the Fate's Edict on himself and heals himself up. And so he's going to be staying alive for now, and now Terraria God, he's stuck in the middle of the trees. He can't get out. The vision is there from Cupertino. They just need to see him, and they do double kill for Arc. They keep going in here. Haven't lost anybody, saying the only one getting low. They knew that they had to take care of him, but it was just not to be.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So, well, in any case, we've got Cupertino still going in here, ready to go in on the mid lane. And the Serpent Ward's getting used as well. Lacuna looking for the stun. He's going to get it out onto the Wind Ranger. And, well, Toast is going to keep going into the base. A couple stuns are there. Serpent Ward's going to work onto the tier 3 tower. And nice crush in from Slider. Hits out onto the Spike Carapace, so he does get stunned up a little bit. Now Arc staying alive slightly longer, saying he can put out some huge damage if he gets the opportunity. Serpent Wards are just sitting there. Nobody's taking care of them just yet. Wind Ranger nearly killed. All these members from Swagner are so low. Triple kill for Toast somehow. And that tier 3 tower is still getting very low. Sane wants to go a little bit further forward. Wind Ranger getting in this one. Shackle Shot does hit. Easy angle for him. And it's a triple kill for the Wind Ranger. Now the Oracle in a lot of trouble and will end up dying. Cupertino going way too deep once again. So, if you don't mind, please do not put stuff like that in the chat. Because if you do, I'm just going to straight up ban you because I don't feel like looking at it during a cast. I really apologize if you don't mean anything bad by it, but I'm also trying to do a little bit of a cast here. So, if you want to respect that, please just don't put stupid stuff in the chat. That is annoying to everybody else. Let's respect other people. In any case. Swardar pretty far out. Does use the blink to get away. No one's taking Roshan just yet. I guess it's a little bit too much for Cupertino to handle at this point. They still want to take down some towers and kill off bases. But now Sane goes in. You know, Oracle's actually pretty good at killing Roshan. I mean, you can get the Fate's Edict out onto him so that he doesn't attack anymore, which is pretty strong. Still might be very slow with the damage that Cupertino have right now. Actually not, because there's now a Desolator on Oracle. Well, that's a lot of damage. And also with the Viscous Nasal Goo, otherwise known as Snot, that Arc has. It's actually pretty good for taking down Roshan. So, cancel what I said earlier. It's actually going to go very quickly for Cupertino. So, Toast, he's going to move forward here, and he'll get hit with the Crush, but Lacuna's there as well, completely misses with the Impale. I'm sure that's okay. You can't hit every ability. Cupertino want to keep pushing down the mid lane. Tier 3 tower was taken with that last hit of the Serpent Ward. Still at level 1 right now, but they could start to do some work on the racks if Cupertino can penetrate that far. And they have the creep wave there, so it's about that time to push in. Arc going up to the high ground. He's got the the Hood of Defiance just on himself. Is going to get hit with the stun and the... he doesn't take too much damage from that at all. Sonic Wave doing some damage there. MVP is going to get forced out, and the Slardar easily killed by this one. Zane just does way too much damage as the Oracle, and they're also going to keep Wind Ranger there for a couple more seconds. Won't you stay for a little bit longer? Arc is going to get forced away here. He's taking a lot of damage. Still has the Aegis though, and Swagner are forcing a lot of aggression out onto the Bristleback, popping the Shrine there, but the mid set of racks are already down. Looks like he created enough space for his team. Now this sounds comes out from Latchkey, and I think that Bristleback might be a little bit too far in here. Slardar getting the Blink Dagger canceled by the Serpent Wards, which won't really be farmed up too much at all by Swagner. And, well, looks like Slardar went right into a trap, although it was Wind Ranger that was setting the trap herself. But Carapace used Nyx Assassin, gets away. So, Cupertino, they still have a couple of towers to take down here. We'll have to see if they're able to do it. I mean, they've basically taken down all of mid. It would follow that they want to take down some racks elsewhere, just make it very difficult for Swagner to ever come back into this match. Looks like Toast wants to get something done at top. Dual Scepter is going to be there, keeping the Slardar alive for now, but well, it's not going to be alive for too long. Terraria got thinking about putting in the Chronosphere, but there wasn't a whole lot of a chance for his team to do anything there. So while Sane tries to kill off the tier 2 bottom, the rest of the Radiant side go in on top. You could probably look at this net worth, which is about 15,000 in favor of Cupertino at this point. And top tower now in a lot of trouble while Oracle tries to keep himself alive here. We'll get ganked a little bit by the Wind Ranger, and that could definitely turn out badly for Sane. Wind Ranger coming in, gets that Shackle shot, but the Oracle is probably going to be safe for now. Uses the Fate's Edict out onto Wind Ranger and TP's away.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So now back into the base, Lacuna looking for the Impale, and he hits it out onto the Rubik, looking for a crush. Okay, Chronosphere available as well. It's actually going to hit onto 3. Great Chronosphere from Terraria God. Hitting onto a lot of different heroes there. Blade Mail popped by Arc. They can't really go onto him right now, and he's putting out those quills all over the place as well. Arc getting unstunned, but he faces a fight that might not be the best thing for Arc at all. Lacuna still with the spike Carapace. Oh, poor Courier. Faceless Rex. What is the deal there, bro? Cupertino falling apart here. Nevlin wants to get the crush off on the Sane. Terraria God might try to jump onto him. They need a couple of disables here, but they're not going to go for it. Sane just goes into the jungle and starts farming. I don't even know if I would call this a Dota game anymore, honestly. It just seems like a clown fiesta. Alright, Veil of Discord. Terraria God will be okay with the time walkout. But the Oracle being really ballsy here at top. Please be careful. Blink, Crush available. Nevlin getting in range, and he gets it out into the Oracle. Can he stun him up forever, though? Effie comes in from the backside, and well, the Oracle is going to abandon him. But that's probably a bad thing, because now the Oracle is also dead. Or nearly. Is now dead. Ish. Is Sane actually still going to live here? Nope. Okay. Well, CHS, they're trying to get Swagner to fall apart here. Eventually, Lacuna finds the Faceless Void kill. And Nevlem, he's still alive for now. Blink and Impale available in a couple of seconds, but Slardar gets the blink away. And it's going to sprint out as well. Don't even know what happened there. That was just a clown fiesta, as I said before. What do you even say after that fight? Like, Cupertino, they're doing stupid stuff. They're going for a couple kills, I guess. They still have the racks in mid, so they can afford to do it, I guess. But what they're doing literally makes no sense. They're just trolling. probably. Alright, coming in. Okay, blink forward, impale out onto the Slider as well as the Dagon. Slider's a little bit tanky though, and the whole of Swagner are now showing up. MVP going forward, wants to get the stun off. Crush would have been in range from Nevlin, but he didn't really trust himself. And you don't trust yourself, who exactly can you trust? Answer is nobody. Here comes Terraria. He's got the Chronosphere available, could hit on to 3. He just needs to throw it out and make sure that it doesn't hit his team. He is going to get it, but now Toast comes forward, finishes off the kill out onto the MVP Rubik. Next assassin is now dead. Latchkey getting caught by that purge. And he's still very low. Arc wants to go forward a little bit longer. Shackle shot available. Needs to look for a good one. But now Toast is getting some damage out on the Latchkey. And, well, Wind Ranger turns around, finishes off the Queen of Pain. Now we are well inside the base now. Oracle really needs to stay alive. Uses a false promise on himself. Keeps getting bashed by the Faceless Void and shackled by the Wind Ranger. Arc still is getting a few kills here. Same keeping himself alive for now. Bristleback still inside the base, a little bit low. Finally, those snake wards get dropped at top, and Arc wants to try to soak up as much of the damage as possible. Now he's just dancing inside of the Mystic Flare. Shadow Shaman a bit too far up, and he's going to end up dying here. Oracle Silence can't do so much with that, but the Serpent Wards are still going to work onto the tier 3 tower. Arc too far in. Arc is going to get helped out by the Fate's Edict, but you can still auto attack through that. Crush, and enough damage from the Faceless Void kills the tankier member of Cupertino. Lacuna over the top, and he's going to be able to get the Impale and the Dagon to kill Faceless Void once again. And now he's looking for Nevlin as well, just trying to get vision over to Sane, who has vision of himself for the Slaughter as well. Slaughter still getting away. Has a Crush available, but he's not going to use it on the Toast. And he'll be in the trees right now. Is the stun there? You'll Scepter on cooldown for Queen of Pain. So looks like the Slaughter gets away. Still some damage over to a tier 3 tower. And there's still a tier 2 alive at bottom with Effie solo pushing that one in. He's probably going to get taken care of by the Wind Ranger. Oh no, he's gone for the Bounty Rune and is going to get hexed. He's not really got a good way of getting out of here though. Glimmer Cape, and he's not going to be seen. Meanwhile, the tier 3 tower is dying. Effie goes over towards the Ancients and they can't really afford to deal with him. He actually gets the blink away. So looks like Shadow Shaman God. The rest of his team are doing a lot of work here. Crushing from the Slardar. Queen of Pain is going to be kept alive for now. Next assassin in some trouble, but the Shackle Shot not quite latching. And here comes Bristle back in from the side. MVP can't really stay alive at all. Dagon is going to finish him off. Blade Mail popped by Arc can't hit him at all. Effie comes in from the side. He'll get the Hex out onto the Wind Ranger, who is not taking a whole lot of physical damage right now. Sonic Wave and the Snakes nearly killing the Wind Ranger. She is not dead just yet, and she's not got any dots on her. So Cupertino looking for their second racks of the game. Yeah, I wouldn't really call this a game anymore. Eventually, Swagner, they'll get a pretty big Chronosphere onto 3 members. Queen of Pain should probably die as a result of this one. Lacuna hit with the Shackle Shot. They're trying to kill him, but Arc is still going forward. Nice purge from Oracle hitting out on the 3. And still staying alive after that false promise, but the damage is starting to ramp up from the rest of Swagner, getting pretty deep. And now it's just Arc versus the world. Trying to do some damage over to MVP. He's going to have to go pretty deep for it into the base. He'll find it, but now he's going to get hit by the fountain quite a bit and get killed. But another Rax did go the way of 2634. And, well, damage onto the tier 4s doesn't really matter as those do heal up now. There's a lot of gold to Swagner. It's just starting to look at, like, the end of game number 1, though. Albeit Swagner performing a little bit better this time around, but still not really looking too good for him. So in any case, Lacuna is going to impale the Wind Ranger. Okay, Crush comes out on the 2. Shadow Shaman way too far in, didn't have the Glimmer Cape up on himself. Cupertino is still crumbling here, even though Toast manages to find a kill at bottom, popping the Blade Mail. I honestly don't know what's going on with this game anymore. Toast is being a little bit sneaky right now, since he has his TP on cooldown, and it's going to cool down even slower right now with it in his backpack. I guess he's still looking for that kill or to push out the lane. Net worth is about 15,000 at this point. Art starts to move forward, gets hit by the Shadow Blade of Faceless Wood a little bit, and that is that Crimson Guard finally. It took him long enough to get it. Oh no, Sweater in a lot of trouble. Huge damage and disables from Shadow Shaman, and finally that Dagon from Lacuna again zaps the kill. Arc will move forward. He's putting some damage out onto the Rubik and pops the Blade Mail on himself as well. Effie wants to go forward, but yeah, I don't know. Didn't really have the disables or the range for the disables. Toast will get healed up. Last of the tier 2s going down. And Cupertino have one last set of racks before they can get the Mega, so they want to try to go for those right now. MVP does have the Bristles stolen, and Bristleback taking literally no damage from the Mystic Flare at all. He's literally just taking a bath with the Hooded Defiance popped on himself. Chronosphere hit, it's out on the 2. False Promise is going to keep Queen of Pain alive for now, and she will heal up thanks to the Oracle. Zap, zap goes the Wind Ranger, and she's dead once again. Terraria got pretty tanky, but that Desolator doing more than enough to him. That's a full 5-man team wipe, and that will probably be the game, as it's going to be Mega Creeps going in against Swagner. Yeah, they'll call it. And that will be it. Game number 2 going the way of 26-34. They'll take the 2-game set, 2 games to 0. Pretty convincing fashion, maybe a little bit clowny there for most of it, but yeah, that will be it. They all go inside the base, try to die, but that'll be it. So there's not too much you can say about that, so I'm just going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been the HSL Spring season. I hope that you can join us for some games next week. If you want to have your game cast and your player, make sure you fill out the caster request form. And thanks for watching. As always, cheers.